Hi, everyone. This is Emily here with Three's Physiyoga, and I'm really excited to be bringing you this quick 10-minute class to release and support and flow with the feet. So to get started, we're going to go into some release work, and you're going to want something that you can use as a massage tool. And if you don't have an officially sanctioned massage ball, I happen to be using my favorite yoga tune-up ball. You can use a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, or you could even roll up a yoga blanket or a towel. You could even use your hands and be your own personal massage therapist. So I'm putting the massage ball down on the ground. Just pick a foot. We'll go through one foot and then the other. And at first, I like to just kind of do a bit of a greeting between the sole of the foot and the texture of the massage ball by rolling around in just a general sweep of the area. So I'm not using all that much pressure right now to begin with. And then we're going to get into a few specific techniques that I really love to work out tension in the feet. All right. So after you've rolled around a little bit, you'll put the heel down on the ground so that your foot is in dorsiflexion. And you want the massage ball to end up right in the middle of the arch of the foot. And then you're going to slowly work into foot inversion and eversion. All right, so I'm doming the foot up and over the contour of the massage ball and putting the pinky toe edge of the foot down and then the big toe edge of the foot down. And what you're also doing here in this move is massaging the feet, warming up the ankles, and also tracing the transverse arch of the foot. Okay, so just a few times. Don't go too fast with this. Slow and steady work is really good in this moment. Right? And then you'll pull the ball back so that it's right underneath the very front part of the heel. Put the ball mounds and the toes of the foot down on the ground. And then this is kind of like you're standing in a high-heeled shoe and you're a little bit wobbly, or like you're trying to stomp out a cigarette butt or something like that. So I'm just wobbling the foot from side to side. Just little weeble wobbles. You can use a decent amount of pressure here. You can step the other foot in to adjust, or step back if you need a little bit less. Okay, and then starting at this point, so the massage ball is right in front of the heel. You're going to scrape the foot back so the massage ball runs along the inner arch of the foot. So you're basically running underneath the bones of the foot that track right behind the big toe. So go all the way until you get to the big toe. Pause. Undo or release the pressure, and then put the massage ball back in front of the heel. And then you're going to scrape the bones that run up to the second toe. Okay, so I'm going slow. I'm going pretty deep with this pressure, all the way up to the second toe. Release the pressure and put the massage ball back in front of the heel and go to the third toe. Oof. And then 2 more times to trace the fourth toe and the pinky toe. Getting all the way to that lateral arch of the foot. Okay, and those are just 3 quick and dirty techniques that I happen to really love. Just step the foot down after you've done one foot so you can observe the difference between the sides, and not just in the foot. You might even perceive differences up along another part of the body. Like for me, from looking and staring at a computer screen all day, the tension headache that was building is kind of like feeling a little dissipated in the right side. You might observe something completely different, completely new. And then, oh, come back. We'll do the second foot. Stay. All right, so first you can just give a meet and greet, a general sweep of the area. Nothing too specific at first. You're just saying hello to the massage ball with the sole of the foot. Okay, then place the heel bone down so that the massage ball is right underneath the arch of the foot. kind of in the center of the foot, more or less. Keep the heel down. You'll roll in and out of inversion and eversion. So again, you're doming the foot up and over the shape of the ball. Just a few more moments here. Okay, so you're tracing the transverse arch, warming the ankle. Great. Place the ball now right at the very front part of the heel. Put the balls of the foot down, put the toes of the foot down, and then do those little weeble wobbles from side to side. Again, like you are trying to balance in an unsteady heel. You can load up the foot with some more weight if that feels okay. Go less, go more as you need. Okay, and then let's do the little toe scrapes. So drag the foot back so that the massage ball first is running along the inner edge of the foot all the way to the big toe. And then release the pressure so you can put the ball back at the front of the heel and drag the foot back, very heavy. So tracing along the bone that runs up to the bones that run up to the second toe. Once you get there, pause, and then you've got 3 more times to go to each toe. And then this is some pretty steady and deep and slow pressure. Please take your time. Yeah, that lateral arch was pretty cranky for me today. Okay. And then you can step off and roll your massage ball away. Okay. And then I like to do this next thing sitting after you've just kind of checked out how the bottoms of your feet feel, how the rest of your body feels. Find this is a little bit easier for balance. So now to start to up train the feet a bit. The heels are pretty much down on the ground this whole time. First, it's going to be kind of like you're trying to pick something up from the ground. So I'm just going to use my hands to demo as well. You're going to scrunch your toes up like you're trying to curl the toes underneath you. So I'm flexing the toes and I'm adducting the toes. And then spread the toes, extend your toes upward to the ceiling and abduct the toes. So kind of like you're splaying the foot. And then you're going to go back and forth between those two shapes. So flex your toes, curl in, dome the arch of the foot up, and then spread your toes, extend the toes, splay the toes. Okay? And then going back and forth like this. So this is kind of like you could even think that you're giving the floor a massage here, maybe with your foot. I don't know. And, it might feel a little bit crampy, especially if we're not used to doing this kind of intricate work in the foot. Just a few times. Okay. So after you've done about 10-ish, more or less, come back up to stand and find a mountain pose or a Tadasana with your feet about hip distance apart. And you stay standing. I'm going to come up so I can show you something really quick. I'm going to work and ground into the, tripod of the foot, which hopefully, is still there at the bottom of my foot. Okay, so maybe you're like, what are you doing? I want you to feel into these 3 points. So this green point, the center of your heel. So track that with your mind's eye, the weight into the center of the heel. And then track with your mind's eye the weight that's on the metatarsal of your big toe. That's this little dot, this orange dot here. And then the metatarsal of your little toe is the 3rd point. Okay? So feeling and visualizing these points on the ground. And see if you can make the weight more evenly distributed among these 3 points. This tripod of the foot, which is our foundation, like our literal foundation, that which connects us to the ground in Physio Yoga. All right. And then let your weight shift forward slightly so you're getting a bit lighter on the back part of the tripod. And then let the heels lift up just a little bit away from the ground. And put the heels back down. And we're going to do those little mini heel raises a few times. Okay, so just lifting and lowering the heel. And as you're doing this, I want you to track what happens to the front 2 points of that tripod. So keeping the toes pretty quiet here, grounding the metatarsal of the big toe and the metatarsal of your little toe. You can gradually make these heel raises a little bit larger or a little bit, I don't know, a little bit taller. You can grab onto something, a chair or a wall for support, absolutely, for sure. And let's do about 3 more ankle raises. It's fine again if this is wobbly. This is not about trying to nail it. This is an exploration. I feel like maybe my head is bobbing in and out of the screen. Apologies if that was happening. Okay, and then the next time your heels are down, keep them there. And we're going to move through just a little miniature version of a Chandra Namaskar. Okay, so standing in your hip distance mountain pose. Sense into the tripod of your foot. Lift your arms up and fold forward, coming into a forward bend. If you need to bend your knees because of your back, your hamstring, that's all good. And then step the right foot back into a lunge. Place your hands on your hips to come up into a high lunge. All right, I'm just keeping the back knee soft for now. And track what's going on first in the left foot, the front foot. So the toes are spread and quiet. The tripod of your foot is engaged and rooted with the center arch of the foot lifting up toward the knee. And then you might also track, this is advanced, what's going on in the back foot. You can't see it. The tripod of the foot is not fully down because your back heel is lifted. But can there still be a feeling of balance there, balance among those 3 points? Okay, place your hands down around your left foot. And then step back into downward dog, keeping your feet hip distance apart. And you can see back at your feet. See like the heels are disappearing back behind the centers of the ankle. Track into the tripod of the foot there. Nice. Then step the right foot forward, just to the tip of the right thumb. Bring the hands to your hips and come back up into that high lunge. You can keep the back knee soft. So for me, for example, what I'm noticing is that the pinky toe edge, that part of the tripod, wants to get really light. So for me, the challenge is distributing the weight on the 3 points evenly without lifting any one of them up away from the ground. All right, and then come back down into your low lunge. Step the left foot forward to fold. Now bend your knees. Let the weight of the head go. Let the weight of the arms and the trunk go. And then slowly, we're going to do this slowly. You're going to start to roll up to stand and first initiate from the pushing down of your feet, running energy up through the legs, up from the floor, up to the floor of the pelvis, up through your spine to come up to stand. Good. Lift the arms back up, lift the heels up. And this is our challenge moment here. Try to keep the heels lifted as you hinge forward, going nice and slow. So I'm coming through a flat back. And then I'm going all the way down into a forward bend. And maybe the hands touch first and then the heels land. Maybe, maybe not. Do put the heels down if they're still lifted. Step the left foot back into low lunge. Put your palms down and step back to downward facing dog. And pause for about 3 breaths. And enjoy the feeling, the sensations of your breathing with the support that you've given yourself from the foot, your foundation. And then you'll step the left foot forward into your low lunge. Step the right foot forward to fold. And then again, bend your knees, drop your head, drop the weight of the torso, and slowly initiate the roll up to stand, connecting to your center from the ground up. Lift the top of the head up, stacking the head up on top of the spine. And then you are done. Thank you so much for joining me. It would be a great time to explore if you're heading into a yoga practice, some standing poses, your warrior poses, and see how this is feeling with your feet. You could even go upside down and track how the feet are feeling up in the air without the support of the ground. Let me know how it goes. Have a wonderful day. Bye.